Hello my wonderful friends, welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Sarsana and today we are going to be wrapping up April. I'm a little late so I figured I would just do one video where I talk about everything that I read in April, what I had initially put on my TBR and what I'm going to be reading in May. So my May TBR was not very ambitious. I think I had initially put in like 5 books that I wanted to read. And those books are right here. So I'm going to tell you right off the bat, did not read it, read it, did not read it. Out of the 6 books that I had put on my TBR, I read 3 and I did not read the other 3. I'm a mood reader. When the mood strikes to read a specific book, that's what we go with. So let's talk about the books I read last month. I don't even know if I can hold this stack up for you guys to see. I'm going to try without dropping it. I read 11 books last month and they were some really good reads. Okay, so this is my stack right here. How crazy is this? I did read Dark Matter. This was in my April TBR, and oh my goodness, this story blew my mind. Blake Crouch's writing is really good. I want to read a lot more of his books now because this was a plot and storyline like I've never read before. We have a man, his name is Jason Destin. He is our main POV, and basically he goes out to go hang out with a friend, have a drink, and then afterwards he's supposed to go get ice cream or something like that, and he gets kidnapped. After he gets kidnapped, there's some weird stuff happens. He wakes up and he's in a different environment, like he's in a different place. And he's like surrounded by doctors and stuff that are asking him all these questions that just don't make any sense, but they seem to know him, but he doesn't know them. The timeline is basically the same, but his life is completely different from what he remembers, and he's very confused. That's all I'm gonna say because you have to read it to understand why it is the way it is, and the reason for that will literally blow your mind. I gave this 4.25. I literally read this in 4 hours in one sitting. I kid you not, I could not put this book down for anything. It was so good. If you're looking for a good sci-fi thriller, psychological thriller, then check no further. I highly recommend reading Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Now we have Scattered Bones by Nicole Scarano. The story is about Sela and Cade. Sela's body is meant to be taken over by a goddess. From a very young age, she has been in the hands of the goddess, living in like the castle where the goddess is, and she has to eat, wear, and behave a specific way so that her body, mind, and soul could remain pure for the goddess to take over. Before that can happen, right before her birthday, I think it's like her 21st birthday or something like that, and before her birthday, she meets Cade. Cade and Sela, they form a friendship. They find solace in each other and they find comfort in their own company. As you can imagine, their friendship blossoms into something more, and it becomes something much more where they get physically intimate. And from that act alone, she has basically disobeyed her goddess and she has to be punished. What do? They dismember Cade's body, and it's just so brutal, so gruesome. Sela goes on a journey to locate all of his body parts for a specific reason, and I really liked the way the story ended because it's so short and the storyline really gripped me. I kind of couldn't put this down also, and I read this in one sitting. I think I also read this in like 3 or 4 hours. And yeah, I just really had a good time. I gave this 5 stars. It was really good. Then I read the entire series. What is this series called? I always forget what this series is called. It's like Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tooley. Something Oranos. Let's look it up because it's gonna bother me now. So this series is called Artifacts of Oranos. I finished all 4 books in like the matter of a week. Oh my goodness. So this story follows Laura. She has been in prison since she was a very young child. I think she was like 10 or 12 or something like that. And her siblings, they were all in prison. Their parents were killed off. The Aurora King is the one that had imprisoned them. They thought that they were alone in the world because their parents kept them sheltered in the woods, and it seemed like they were always running from something, and for a good reason. Laura goes through a journey in this series to figure out her family heritage, to defeat the Aurora King who imprisoned her and her family. She endured unspeakable unspeakable horrors in this prison. She meets Nadir. He is the Aurora King's son, and he is our MMC, and the way their love story grows in this series is everything. I would give this entire series like 4.5 stars. It was really good. We have trials and like a bachelor kind of feeling in the first book in Trial of the Sun Queen, and then it just kind of gets crazier and crazier as we keep going. She becomes a total badass. I feel like this is a series that compares to like Throne of Glass and ACOTAR. The series is completed, so you don't have to wait for the next book to come out. That's what I loved about it, and I was able to just binge it. These books are also on Kindle Unlimited, so if you want to read it on KU, you can. I liked reading the physical copies along with doing audio, and it was just such a fun time. This isn't like something epic, something that will like live on with you forever and like rip your heart out and stuff like that, but it will have you at the edge of your seat trying to figure out what is going to happen next. And the way each of these books ended up until the last book, it left me like gasping and fearing for Lore because I didn't want anything happening to her. I was very invested in the characters. The side characters and the found family aspect of it was also well done. Nisha J. Toley's writing was very lyrical. It was very immersive. I felt like I could picture all of the scenes right in front of me as I read it. And yeah, I had a really good time. If we want to get technical about what I gave to each of these books, I gave Trial of the Sun Queen 4.5 stars. I also gave Rule of the Aurora King 4.5 stars. Then I gave Fate of the Sun King 3.75. Things started to kind of get a little bit slower and dragged on in this one, but it was still an overall satisfying read. Then I gave Tale of the Heart Queen 4 stars. If you're looking for a completed series, definitely check out Artifacts of the Oranos series by Nisha J. Tooley. I absolutely loved it. And if you did read it, go ahead and comment down below. I want to know your thoughts. You guys, for the first time ever, I read my first Emily Henry book. I read Beach Read and I gave it 3.5 stars. I don't get the hype. Is that an unpopular opinion? I don't know. Like, I hear like mixed things. I don't know if I'm in the minority of the people that don't really enjoy her writing. Like, it was good. Like, it was, let me not say that I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I just didn't enjoy it to the level that I thought I would enjoy it, if that makes sense. This story is about Gus and January. January's dad passes away, and apparently he has like this whole secret life where he had his separate house and a mistress and all this stuff, and January is dealing with the grief of losing her father. In addition to that, finding out that he had a whole secret life outside of their family. She has to like go into this house, clean it up because he left it for her, and she's trying to sell it. January has a neighbor, his name is Gus, and he is the same writing rival that she had in college, and they had a brief physical encounter in college or something like that, and it's like a second chance romance basically. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. I wouldn't like rave about this book or anything like that. It was a good old time. It took me a few days to read it. Honestly, if a book takes me a few days to read, I'm not like thrilled about it, but I'm okay enough to like pick it up, you know, and continue reading it. So yeah, this was a 3.5 stars. Not good, not bad, just okay. And also, I don't want to offend anybody. Like, if you enjoyed this book, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that you enjoyed it and you loved this book. This just wasn't like a 5-star for me, and you know, that's okay. I think my last vlog is of me going to Kiss and Tale in New Jersey, and it was my first time going to this romance only indie published bookstore. They have a little bit of everything, and it's mostly romance, and I picked up some real amazing books and books that I've just had my eyes on. They had some of these books and I was feral. If you haven't checked that video out, you definitely should. I'll put the link up here or somewhere and you can go and check it out when you have some time. But oh my gosh, I read No Tomorrow by Carrie and Cole. This is one of the books that I did purchase from Kiss and Tale, and you guys, this book is thick, and this is like a dark romance. I think this is a dark romance. It didn't really feel like it. It felt more like a contemporary romance to me with a lot of depth to the story. I gave this 4.5 stars. This has amazing mental health representation. The story is about Piper and Blue. Piper is a 19-year-old working a front desk job or something like that. She's working in like administration, and one day during her lunch break she goes out to the park to eat her lunch, and she sees a man with his adorable dog playing music with his guitar. He's basically homeless, but he's also very attractive. She's drawn to him, he's drawn to her. They start to talk. They end up falling in love with each other. The journey their romance takes is absolutely insane. Something happens and he basically disappears from her life. He leaves his dog with her, and when he does leave, she finds out that she's pregnant. There's like a time jump from like 5 years before when they met each other to the present. There's so much depth in this story. I inhaled this book as fast as I possibly could. I like lost sleep. I didn't want to do any kind of adulting. I just wanted to read this book, and you guys, oh my goodness, I want to read more of Carrie Cole's books. This was so good. I don't want to say anything else because I don't want to spoil you guys. I feel like I've already given too much by speaking of it, but trust me, I'm not spoiling you. I promise, because it says it in the back, and there's also like TikToks and stuff like that of like quotes like that, and oh my gosh, this was so heart-wrenching. It was so good. I will recommend this book to everybody. I've already started recommending this to my friends, and now I'm recommending it to you. If you haven't read it, read it. I think it comes with Audible memberships for free, and it is also in Kindle Unlimited, so there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be able to pick it up. There's no excuse. You just have to download it. And after you read it, go ahead and message me so we can talk about it. I was on like a dark romance train a little bit last month, so I read Leather and Lark by Brain Weaver. This is the second book in the Ruinous Love trilogy. This was so much fun. I had such a great time. This story follows Lark and Lachlan. Lachlan is a Kane brother. He is brother of main male character from the first book, which is Butcher and Blackbird. Lachlan is in the field of cleaning up messes, and Lark likes to make messes. She's like a female Dexter in this instance, so it's also very interesting. Their love story is just fun, and just had a really good time reading it. There is some raising of serious topics, so if you do read this, maybe look up the trigger warnings. Look up the trigger warnings for everything that I'm talking about, that especially if it relates to dark romance. This is a dark romance, but it's also like comedic, so if you're into that, then definitely check this out. I did give this 4 stars. I had a really good time with it, and I cannot wait to read Scythe and Sparrow. I also read Phantom by H.G. Carlton last month, and this did answer a lot of the questions that we had about Adeline's grandmother. I wish that it almost met up to the point where we were in like Haunting Adeline, but yeah, it was okay. I gave this 3.5 stars. Not really anything happened. So this is about Genevieve and Ronaldo. Ronaldo is Genevieve's stalker. Like, he stands outside her house like Zayd did with Adeline, and they form a relationship. Genevieve is actually married, and Sarah, Adeline's mom, is her daughter from her current marriage. Ronaldo is a mobster. It's pretty badassery, but at the same time, it's like literally filled with badassery and smut scenes. That's basically what this book consists of. Not much plot here. 3.5 stars. I don't know what else to say about it. It was okay. This was the first book that I read in April. Oh my goodness. After this, I couldn't like pick up a high fantasy book. Like, it's all this book's fault why I couldn't pick up a high fantasy. And that is the last book in the Lycania series by James Islington, The Light of All That Falls. Oh my goodness. This was so good. This series is like Brandon Sanderson level good. I was mind blown. I loved every single thing about this series. The found family, the war scenes, the fighting scenes, the magic system was so cool. It was incredible. And the characters, oh my gosh, the characters were everything. The found family and friendships and the little bit of romance that we had. I'm gonna tear up. It was so amazing. It was so good. I enjoyed the series immensely. I cannot wait to read everything James Islington has written. His writing is very immersive, and it literally just pulls you into the storyline to the point where you feel like you're not even reading it, you're like living it, and it was just incredible. 5 stars, infinity stars. If I have to give it a stars, then it's 5, I guess. But wow, This was so good. If you love Brandon Sanderson or you love high fantasies, please read this. This isn't as complex as Brandon Sanderson's books. It still hits the same. Just trust me. If you're looking for high fantasy, definitely go check this out. Now, let's talk about all of the books that I want to read in the month of May. I'm so excited for this month. There's a lot of books that are coming out this month that I'm really, really excited for. I've been waiting for these books for so long, and yeah, I'm just so excited. Let me just tell you what I want to read this month. How about that instead of rambling? So this month I am going to be reading Taming 7. I've been holding off so that, I don't know, I could hold on to one more book by Chloe Walsh and stay in the Boys of Tommen series. This is about Gibbsy and Claire. I love them so much. They are friends of Johnny and Shannon, and I'm so excited to read this book. So this month, Lizzie and Huey's story is going to be getting released. It's coming out on May 27th, and so I am going to be reading Taming 7 in preparation for that because I need to be in on that. I'm foaming at the mouth for their story. I've been dying to know what happens with Lizzie and Huey, and I'm just so excited. If you haven't read the Boys of Tommen series, I don't know what you're really doing. You need to read it. I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what the story is about. This is literally book 5 in the series. So it's amazing. It's a YA, borderline adult, romantic, in-depth, make you feel things kind of book. Okay, I don't know what else to say. It's amazing. You need to read it. And I am definitely going to be reading these 2 books in order to get ready for the next book in this series that is going to be releasing this month. I'm going to be reading Caught Up and Play Along by Liz Tomfordee because Rewind It Back is going to be released this month. I believe it is going to be released on the 20th of this month. The end of this month is going to be epic. Okay, I need to read these 2. I just need to get on it. I try to hold on to my favorite books. Anyone else have that? Like, I literally hold off on finishing a series because I don't want it to end. They're interconnected romances, if you don't know, and they're both baseball players, so it's like perfect sports romance. I'm just so excited. And Reminded Back is also a sports romance. They're all interconnected romances, which I love because we get to see trickles of our favorite characters from the previous books, and it's just everything. I also want to start the Edge of Darkness trilogy by Lee Rivers. I did not have the best luck with Lee Rivers' Little Stranger series. Not into that kind of forbidden romance, but I feel like I may like this. The first book is Insatiable. Let's read the back a little bit. In the back it says, if he can't have her, no one else can. Cade Mitchell is obsessed with someone he despises. A snake in an angel's skin, Stacey Rhodes is everything he can't forget. The girl who shattered his heart and drove him deep into the darkness of the underworld. He watched her for years, killed anyone who came close to her, but now granted a brief moment of freedom from the life he's trapped in, he's back home and driven to claim her again, breaking every rule he's ever made for himself. Not even his hatred can stop the pull between them, but he'll never forgive her, will he? What did she do? What did she do? Why did he hate her so much? I can't wait to figure that out. I need a good dark romance. I've been having that pull to like read dark romances and contemporary romances, and I've just kind of been like bouncing back and forth between genres. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. And speaking of dark romance, I want to read Carnage by Chantel Tess-Ears. Carnage is the 5th book in the Lord series. I know that the 4th book is The Sabotage, and it's about step sibling. I just skipped it because I don't do well with that trope. I just can't do it. So I'm going to be jumping straight into Carnage. I'm really excited. This is about Saint, I believe. He is one of the Spade brothers. In the Lord series, we heard about the Spade brothers, I think in like book 3 and maybe even book 1 and 2. I'm really interested to see what happens in this book. I'm really excited. I'm not even going to read the back of this. I feel like I should just go into this blind because it'll just be more epic that way. If you want to learn more about it, then you can go ahead and watch my dark romance vlog that I did, I think last year. I'll put it up here somewhere if you want to see it. I read the first 3 books in the Lord series and I was literally foaming at the mouth, so you can go check it out there. I don't know 100% going to be in the mood to read this, but just in case I am, I threw it in the pile because I've had this and I'm interested in starting it. I just don't know when. But I want to read Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman. I know that this is like a comedic sci-fi fantasy kind of book, and like a lot of the things that I've heard about this book is just like really funny. I just want to be in on it. Like in the back it says stuff like includes part of the exclusive bonus story Backstage at the Pineapple Cabernet. Pineapple Cabernet. Like, that just sounds super weird and just like a little trippy to me and like funny. And then in the back it also says, Princess Donut is my queen. Who is Princess Donut? I love that. And then it also says, the series has no goddamn business burning so much depth and emotion and complexity under its body gory surface, but it does so anyways. What a wild ass and unexpected delight. I'm gonna read a little bit of the synopsis inside. It says the apocalypse will be televised. Welcome to the first book in the wildly popular and addictive Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Dinniman, now with bonus material exclusive to this print edition. Oh, I'm glad I got this then. You know what's worse than breaking up with your girlfriend? Being stuck with her prize-winning show cat. And you know what's worse than that? An alien invasion, the destruction of all man-made structures on Earth, and the systematic exploitation of all the survivors for a sadistic intergalactic game show. That's what. Oh yes, this sounds so good. I'm not gonna read anymore because this, oh yes, this is going to be hilarious. Oh, I'm so excited. And if anything, I have major FOMO. I've been seeing this book going around everywhere. The Lies of Lena by Kylie Snow, I believe. Yes, The Lies of Lena by Kylie Snow. This cover is just super cute. I love the cartoon cover. I heard this compared to Zodiac Academy, I think, and Throne of Glass. So I'm excited to see what this is about. In the back it says, Lena Delira has always lived in fear, as do most mages in Tavoga. Mages are discriminated against, hunted for sport, and have no laws that provide them protection. She has kept to herself her entire life, even after she and her mother found a permanent residence in the kingdom of Octatia. That is until she meets Quill Callan, a handsome resident of the Inner Ring, who agrees to train her in weaponry, a safe way of defending herself. As her feelings for Quill develop, she is taunted by the reminder that she can never show her true self, show what she really is, not even to him. Yeah, this is definitely giving Throne of Glass a little bit. I'm just looking for a really good fantasy romance to get into in the future as well. The only thing that has been stopping me is that it's not completed. I don't want that to dissuade me from starting it, so I'm going to read this and hopefully I like it. But yeah, I've heard really good things about it, so I just want to give it a try. We have another standalone fantasy romance here, Amid Clouds and Bones by Ella Fields. I bought this I don't even know what I bought it, but I've been wanting to read it. It's like about Seelie or something. Yes, it's about a Seelie prince and a half-fairy daughter of a human king. It looks like there's like marriage of convenience. I'm just really excited to read a standalone romantasy. I love having it just be like one and done. I just hope that it doesn't feel unfinished. So yeah, let's see what Ella Fields packs into this one. I'm also really looking forward to starting Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I am so late in the game. So late. It's not even funny. I like missed the train. I really want to read the series. I know the last book came out and I did purchase it. I have all the books. So now I feel like I can just go and binge read it. I love being able to binge read shows and books. Like, I hate waiting. I'm the most impatient person you will ever meet. So I'm really looking forward to it. And in the back it says, Payton, Thief Ordinary Survivor. I've never been looked at like it's a privilege to be in my presence, an honor to hold my gaze, a gift to get a glimpse of me. Not until I met him. Kai, Prince, a light enforcer. If I am to be her enemy, I want it to be because she loathes herself for wanting me. She is the very thing he has spent his whole life hunting. He is the very thing she has spent her whole life pretending to be. And fate ensured they would find each other. It just sounds so good. I'm really excited to read it. I've heard really good things about this book and this series. I really want to give it a try. And yeah, I want to see what it's all about. This is a judgment-free zone. I want to start Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I could not get into the movies for shit. Like, I tried really hard to get into the movies and it was okay. Like, I was intrigued for a little bit, but then it just kind of got boring for me. I heard that the books are better, so I want to give it a try. I really want to read it and see, you know, if I enjoy it a little bit more, because I'll be in like Katniss's head and I'll be seeing what she's saying, and I just feel like it will be more of a connection with Katniss than I got from the movie. So yeah, I am really looking forward to my Hunger Games journey. Wish me luck. And last but not least, I had to throw in a thriller here because I'm really excited to read this book. I've been waiting for this book forever, and I'm so excited it's here. So I want to read The Perfect Divorce by Geneva Rose. I love her. She is thriller queen. I love her books. I love her writing. I love her as a person. Her social media presence is everything. She just seems like someone I want to be friends with. She's awesome. I loved The Perfect Marriage. It literally had my jaw on the floor. I was like, what the like, it was good. It was so good. If you haven't read it and you're a thriller girly or you're looking for an awesome thriller to read, then check out all of her books, but preferably The Perfect Marriage because it was really good. I think that this is going to follow 10 years or something after The Perfect Marriage. Inside it says, it's been 11 years since high-powered attorney Sarah Morgan defended her husband Adam against the charge of murdering his mistress. Sarah has long since moved on, starting a family with her new husband, Bob Miller, and changing careers. Her life is back to being exactly how she always wanted. Or is it? After discovering Bob engaged in a one-night stand, Sarah wastes no time filing for divorce. However, amid their ugly separation, new DNA evidence is uncovered in the case against Adam, forcing the police to reopen the investigation and putting Sarah right back in the spotlight. Ooh, everyone wants to know what really happened, most of all, former Deputy Hudson, who is hell-bent on finding the truth. And when the woman Bob slept with is reported missing, he and Sarah start to fight dirty, and a high-stakes game of cat and mouse ensues, filled with page-turning suspense and Geneva Rose's signature twists and turns. This book will have readers wondering, can Bob and Sarah achieve the perfect divorce, or will it be till death do us part? Well, damn. I'm gonna have a book haul video coming out soon that this will be in, but goddamn, look how stunning this is. Like, they did the blood splatters so well. This naked hardback, are you fucking kidding me? What? The end papers? What? Yes. Oh my gosh, and even the spine, there's like a little blood splatter right here. I love it. Alright my friends, and that is a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and comment down below if you read any of the books that I mentioned in this vlog so far and what you thought about them, or if any of them are on your radar to read. I hope you have a great night and day whenever you are watching this, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!